Evening. I hope you can see me. I have to. I don't know. This YouTube is still playing up, but never mind. Um, I'm gonna figure it out, and then I hope you can find me. Yeah, it shows that we are live. I'm just gonna go and drop the link quickly, because it's gonna be a complete different link from the last one. So I don't know what's going on today. I tried to sort of relink it earlier, but it didn't want to work. So never mind. I hope you can see me. I'm just going to quickly share the link on Facebook and then we're going to get started. I have got a couple of things what I really want to try tonight. There is Kelly and is here. Good evening. There is, I don't know what's going on with YouTube at the moment, but my stream just did not want to go there. So I'm just going to reshare the new link. We have to come in with a new link. There we go. 1 sec. Technology. It's like it's always in the last minute. Right, there we go. Just going. Right, okay, so I think, oh, hang on. I didn't press something right again. What's going on? I'm gonna have to relink the whole of the back end. I'm gonna do that tomorrow and see if that makes any difference for the next live, and I'm gonna have to come and test it. So probably going to be coming live here or there. We will see. Right, okay, so okay, that's done. Very good. Okay, let's get started. So Debbie this morning was saying, we were making a little pendant this morning, that this one is probably about 1.5 inches in, sort of maybe the hole with the loop is a couple of inches in length, but we could make some smaller ones to have an earring. And I said, yep, 100%. We can have a little play with that tonight. So I have got size 15 seed beads, I got 4mm pearls, and I got the micro crystals as well. So we're going to have a look how they're going to look. I think for earrings, what would be really good if you made it double-sided. So even if it's turned around, although it depends how we add the loop on the top, because this one has got a front and a back and it's never really turning around because the loop is going that way. So yeah, we might not need to make it double-sided. So we're going to have a little go with that one. And then I should have grabbed some of the earrings I was doing last week with the miracle beads and sort of a St. Petersburg stitch, like a little tree, but I really want to have a go at doing herringbone stitch and doing like a little seed bead tree as well. So hopefully we get time for all of that. So let's get started. I'm going to turn you down. Good evening, Barbara. Mary, good evening. Heather, good evening. Cheyenne, good evening. How is the baby dog? Baby dog is 6 months old now. She's like, oh, hold on, what? That's not good. What's this one showing? It's on the wrong screen. Hang on. Let me just get rid of all of these screens here. I don't know. So if I go into, oh, I think I left it on there. There we go. What's going on? What's going on tonight? There we go. Yeah, we got a picture. Yay! I don't know. Sometimes there's a gremlins in the system. Okay, so because I'm working with smaller beads, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use AA thread, which is the thinner one of the super long threads. And I'm going to use black, because I'm going to use black pearls. I could do with a couple of I haven't really got I think this is the only beaded black pair of earrings I got, so I could do really with another pair. So we're going to use 7 pearls of 4mm, size 15 seed beads, and we're either gonna, I think either the silver or the black crystals, but when we come to it, we'll have a look. Good evening, Joe. So the baby dog, she's really, really good. Very playful, getting big now, and up to all sorts of little mischiefs. She's a good dog. She's very, very loving. I can't really complain her at all. She's very, very good. Right, okay, I'm just going to thread a needle and we're going to get started. So the way how we made a pendant is we sewn the pearls together and then we looped it around. Now we have to work out how many seed beads we're going to need of the smaller size, so it's going to look good, because for an earring you might have to go up actually in pearl to 6mm, but I think the 4mm will be a nice size. So I'm just going to pick up, hang on, I'm going to pick up, we don't have to add the seed beads in between, and that would make it smaller if I just added 1 seed bead in between, because I'm just conscious, because you have to go around quite a lot, and with the size 15 seed beads. So let's try different patterns. I'm just going to pick up 1 seed bead, a pearl, seed bead, pearl, seed bead, pearl. So not 2 like we did this morning, just 1. And that 1 will be there just to hold sort of a space for the seed beads, what we're going to add above. But you will know what I mean just in a second. And we're going to be going through the pearls more than we're going to be going through the seed beads themselves, because size 15s are great, but really and truly you can only go through them like 3 or 4 times, and then the hole is like too small to go through it anymore. All this little paint came out of the pearl. So I'm going to go through all of these one more time to form a little circle, and then I think that's kind of nice size for an earring. So this is probably about 12mm, like half an inch in size. So I think that will be a nice cute little earring. I'm hoping that we could make it double-sided, because if you made it double-sided then it's going to look even better. But let's just have a look. We might have to do it at the same time. So I went all the way around, and I'm going to come around the pearl as well. So let's see how many seed beads we need. I think we're going to need 7. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It has to be an uneven number because you're going to need 1 to hook into. I'm going to go into the same pearl I was coming out, but from the other side. Tracy's saying her YouTube was playing up. My YouTube was playing up as well. And then we're going to get to the next pearl. So I'm going to go through the seed bead and the pearl. If we wanted to do double side, I reckon we could do it at the same time, because then we're only going through the seed bead through once, because if we had 1 loop here with another loop there. Now let's do it one-sided, and then we make 1 which is double-sided. So I'm going to pick up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to borrow the 1 from before, and I'm not going to go into that seed bead. I'm going to go straight into the pearl, and then into the seed bead and pearl in front of me. So slightly different pattern from this morning. Let me zoom in a little bit more so you can see it better. You might have to have 2 of those seed beads kind of marrying up, but you can only, like when you go up and down in sizes, you only know, like if you try it. 6, there we go, and going through here. So I borrowed the 1 from the loop before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 5 would not be enough, but the 7 might be a bit too many, because we reduced the size 6, reduce the size of the pearls dramatically. So in the morning, because they were sharing 2 beads, they kind of were, I think we might have to share 2 beads instead of 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but we will see. Sometimes you just haven't done enough and you kind of like need to keep on going until almost the end to get a nice result. So I'm going to go up in the first seed bead of the first loop. Evening, Michelle. And I'm going to pick up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go down on the last loop into the pearl. Pull this up nice and tight. Now I'm going to go in the seed beads. So it doesn't really matter which loop I'm going to be going into. I'm just going to come out because we had 7. So I need to come out the 4th, which is the middle one. Then I'm going to pick up 1 micro crystal and go into the 4th one in the next one. And pull this up nice and tight. Pick up another micro crystal, going in the 4th one. Picking up another micro crystal, just pull this tight, and going in the 4th one. So I'm going to do this all the way around, and then we'll see how much this will pull our shape together. There we go. I think another micro crystal. I think it's going to look good. Going in the 4th seed beads. I'm just saying, I missed this morning. Is this a continuation? So this morning, Debbie said, how about doing a smaller version for an earring using smaller pearls and microcrystals? So I'm just trying this out tonight because I said I would. And we see how we go. I think we might have to adjust the number of seed beads. But anything like this, you have to kind of like sit down and just have a little play. So all the way around, I'm going to pull this up nice and tight, just like that. I personally, what I would do with this, it would make a nice pair of earrings, but I think it's missing something from the middle. And if you pop something in the middle, or we perhaps reduce it down to 6 beads or take it up to 8 beads, then we have got something we can hook onto. So let me show you what I mean. I just need, what size, let's say, maybe an 8 mil. Maybe an 8 mil. So if you had something in the middle, I just popped, just gonna get this one out. This might be too big. For the 7, an 8 mil will work. And I think that would be really pretty. We need something in the middle, because otherwise it's too much see-through. And if you do that, well, we don't have to make it double-sided, but I think it would look nice as double-sided. And if I pull this nice and tight on it, can you see? How does that look? Lucy's saying, hello. I was sitting and waiting on the wrong live. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but YouTube said no again. The computer said no again. So I had to make a new link. Good evening, Lynn. Rachel. Rachel said she's been sitting in the other link as well, waiting for you to start. It's just gone. Like for me, from the system, it's just the whole link is just gone. So I'm going to go, good evening, Debbie, back in there and sort of reading everything. Now I can either put this, or let's have a look how would the black one look like. The tricky bit is if it's uneven. Oh, I got a black pearl here. Looks a very dark gray. Oh, I'm going to take the whole tray out Is this black or is this space gray? I think that might be space gray. All the pearls, all the pearls I have here, and I can't seem to see a black one. Never mind, we have to go with the space gray or the lighter one. Let's have a look at this one. If you put a darker one in there, how would that look? Let's push that to the side. I think the lighter one actually, the lighter one looked better. This one looks nice as well. This one would look nice as well in it, but I think the lighter one looked better. Sorry, out of shot. So what do we think, the lighter one or this darker one? Let me just cut the end of that, because if I take that off, then I can put it above it properly. So oh, I don't know, I like the darker one as well. I think it looks nice. It does look nice. So if we want to have this, obviously we could anchor it in. So I'm going to turn it around. We could, because the hole on that goes from sort of top to bottom. So we have to work out how we're going to anchor this in. If we take this down to 6 pearls, I don't think it would be big enough to house this. If you take it up to 8, again, I think then it would be too maybe big. But I will try a 6th one. But I do think, do we need to make this double-sided, or just gonna hook it in a way that it won't be able to escape? I guess. I do like this darker one as well. I think the white pearl looks best. I like the white. It wasn't white, it's like a silver gray. I think it's called French gray, this one. Let me get this one of those ones off the strand as well. So it definitely shows up better, I think. Maybe a little bit prettier. I do like the dark one as well. But it's definitely prettier. Something like this would be nice on a post as well. To glue on like a little stud, as a stud, rather than doing it as a dangly. And I do like my danglies. If using the dark option, maybe lighter crystals, yeah, that we could have a look at that as well. But it's like at the moment we just kind of like working out the sizes, and then we can always play with colors afterwards. So I'm going to pop that pearl out just for a sec. I'm going to go around in this inner circle just to tighten it up a bit. I think it definitely needs that pearl inside it. There we go. Just to have a nice and tight finish. And then I'm going to pop them, because until you kind of sew it off and you go back down, it can expand. And when sort of the thread is expanding, oh, I caught on those pearls. When the thread is kind of like expanding around your shape, then you can always get away with larger beads because the thread just given away a little bit. So if you tighten it up to the proper size, then we try again. I'm just going to go around. As I'm going around, I'm just pulling it tighter. I'm trying to pull it tighter when I come out of the seed bead, not so much when I come out of a crystal. Although these little micro crystals are pretty good. I don't think I had one cut a thread for me before. There we go. Maybe a few more. I don't know. I must have been around now. I'm going to go out on the next one. So I'm going to go and actually, before I weave my thread down, what I'm going to do, can you see we got 2 seed beads there, and we got the joined seed bead at the bottom. So I'm going to run up and down in these 2 seed beads. And then cut the thread just to make them sit a bit straighter. So I'm going to go down, then I'm going to come up, then I'm going to go down. So kind of like creating a thread bar for them. there as well. And then I'm gonna come up, then I'm gonna go down, got a little knot coming up. So just making my little sides a little bit straighter. Down and up. Right, what I would like to know is, how are we doing with Christmas? We finally put the tree up last Sunday, and it went like this. So on Friday night we were watching a movie, and on Saturday night we were watching a movie with the kids, and Saturday night my son went, oh, can we put the tree up? I was like, yeah, we put the tree up. And then 10 minutes later, can we put the tree up? And this was like 7 p.m. I was like, oh, yeah, we will put the tree up. And she was like, oh, can we go and get the stuff and put the tree up? I was like, yeah, we will go and put the tree up. So I kind of sort of got like fed up with him moaning at me a little bit. And then I said, it was about 8 o'clock. I said, okay, then let's go and get the stuff down from the loft. Come on, give me a hand. Both of them were there. And then neither of them wanted to come. And I said, well, I can't get the stuff down from the loft by myself because I can't sort of go up and hand it down and and catch it at the same time. So and they didn't want to come. So I said to them, like, okay, so the person who's coming to help me to get the stuff down can decide what color tree we're gonna have this year. So Christopher jumped at the opportunity, and we got a silver tree this year. So I must take a picture of it. Right, okay, so can you see how we tightening up just made these little sort of, it looks like a star, a little straighter, those seed beads. Now I'm going to go down and into the pearl. I'm not going to go through a seed bead. I'm just going straight into the pearl because the pearl has got a larger hole. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick up this larger pearl, which I want to put in the middle, turn it around, and then we're going to have to anchor it at the bottom. Now at the bottom I don't have, like, completely opposite to this pearl is a seed bead, so I'm going to have to go through that seed bead. And then back up the pearl, sort of a figure of 8 we're doing here. And then I'm going to come through this pearl one more time from the other side and pull tight. I think that looks nice, but I'm going to go ahead and try to do the same on the other side. So if by any means my earring turns over, I would have the same sort of showing on the other side. So I'm coming out of that pearl. I'm going to pick up, did we pick up 7? I think we picked up 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to come through that pearl again, go into the seed bead in front of it, and the next pearl. And I'm going to pick up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So far so good. Like, we haven't had a problem with the seed beads, but I am using the thinner threads. I'm going through the pearl again, and I'm going to pull these loops on this side, and I'm going to the seed bead and the pearl, picking up another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, going down on the last seed bead on the loop, on the last loop, making sure it's staying at the other side, and through the next seed bead and pearl, picking up another 6, 4, 5, 6, again down in this loop, then along, keep going along. Rachel saying she put the decoration up on Monday morning. It's been so cold lately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just going to keep going around. There we go. So I've got one more 6 to add, and then we'll be down to the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then on the last bead on that last loop, and then along that pearl. And I'm gonna go to my final loop. So I'm gonna go into the seed bead and the pearl in front of me and up in the first pearl, the first seed bead of the first loop. I'm gonna pick up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down on the last seed bead of the last loop. And once more, I'm gonna come along into that pearl, then I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to go up into that loop, or any loop really, and I want to come out of the 4th seed bead. 1, 2. Then this one in the middle, that was it picked up with the pearl. So I got 1, 2, 3. I need to go to one more seed bead. Just kind of keeping. And I need more microcrystals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to pick up one of these and then go to the 4th one here. And I'm going to pull these loops over the pearl on this side. And again. And keep on going round. 1, 2, 3. That's the 4th one. I think it's going to be very pretty. Sometimes it's so nice to make something little but like a bit more intricate. This is why I love sort of making earrings, because 1, 2, that's the 3rd one there. And you can use smaller beads, because like you're exactly creating, I could have created this with size 11s and larger beads and put a really large pearl in the middle of it for a pendant, which we can still do, but to match these, because these, the 8mm pearl I put in the middle, that's the largest one, is 12mm it comes. I think that is really pretty, and we got double-sided now, so I'm gonna go ahead and run around to strengthen it. And really put it tight over that pearl inside it. I think that looks so pretty. If it didn't sew the pearl inside, we could wiggle around to have the hole here, and we could put a pin in there, a hat pin. That could be an option as well. And in that case, you wouldn't have sewn it on, you would have just put it in there and do the other side. Just place it in there and then put a hat pin through. I kind of like to sew it in, because then like whichever way it turns, I'm not gonna see the hole. The hole is kind of like hidden. Right, I must have been around now. I keep on going around and I keep on talking, and I don't sort of, usually I count the beads as I go around. So again, I would go and reinforce the zigzag, but I think that looks really good. So 4mm pearls for the outside, a count of, starting with a count with just 1 seed bead in between. So in the morning version it had 2 seed beads on there. This one's only got 1 seed bead in between, and then you're not going through the seed beads, you're not coming through the middle of the seed beads. Just want to get rid of these. They sort of, that little pen comes out from the inside of the pearl. I think that is really pretty, and it's exactly the right size to have it as a little earring. And if I wanted a bit more dangly, I would probably, as I'm coming out of one pearl, I would pick up maybe 7 seed beads, and I probably would pick up another little crystal, go up, put, and let's do it. Why am I just saying it? Let's do it. I got it in front of me. Let's do it. So I want it not too dangly, but just a little bit dangly. So as I'm coming out of that seed bead, I'm going to run around. Oh, actually, we don't have to run around. I'm going to go down, because this could be the back anyhow. So I'm going to go into the pearl. My tail is here, so I'm just going to come around and come away from that tail. So I want to come out of a pearl. I'm going to come out of that pearl right there. So I'm going to pick up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think is about the right size. Could go up to 9. I'm going to pick up a little micro crystal. Then I'm going to pick up a further 7 for the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to take this down. I'm going to turn around. I'm going to come through, but if I do this, that's not going to work, because if I come back down, and add another 7, go through the crystal, add another 7, going towards the next pearl, which is going to be a lovely little, but it will turn around, because we have got a single seed bead going, a single crystal going there. The loop will be able to turn around, so your earrings will be able to turn even sideways as well. So no, we're not going to do that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take these second 7 and the seed beads off, and we're just going to have to create a loop which is large enough. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick up 14. So that was 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm going to jump over this pearl here and just going straight into the pearl on the other side. And I'm just going to pull this through and see how big of a loop that makes, because now this is kind of going to sit straight. And if I grab an air wire, you will see what I mean. I'm just going to grab one of these out. I'm going to put like a black plate on there. So now if I get an air wire and I add this onto the bottom of the air wire and close this up, then that will just sit that way and won't move around, won't twist at all. Cheyenne is saying, still making Christmas decoration. I was inspired by the netted bauble cover from previous Christmas live, and I did 3 different variations of original one. Oh, bless you. Send me a picture so I can show it off. Christmas tree may go up this weekend. I would love them as studs. Yeah, you could have them as studs as well. I think they would look really pretty as well. We could just sort of glow a little pin. I haven't got any of those stud earring findings here, or have I? Like I kind of sometimes hid like little bits on the top of one of the cubby holes, and I did think I did bring some of that home, but I have been sort of tidying up and moving bits around in the last couple of weeks, and I haven't come across it. So perhaps I don't know what I did with it. So I think that would look really nice. I think that would good. Right, I really want to have a go. I'm going to pop this to the side. I really want to have a go at a herringbone little Christmas tree, a seed bead Christmas tree, because I think that would look really good as well to do as a little pair of earrings for Christmas. I really like this. I'm gonna definitely... Oh, I know how we can add the crystal in it. Oh, I know. I know how we can add the little crystal in it. So instead of going that way, I'm going to pull this back and I'm going to show you because it's kind of like just missing something at the top. I know what we can do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to go back to my original 7. And I'm going to put the crystal back on. And what we're going to do is... I'm going to pick up, where's the crystal done? There we go. I'm going to put back the other 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to come through that pearl, which is just here. I'm not going to... Where am I coming through? I'm coming out of that pearl. So I'm going to go through that pearl where I'm coming out of. So I'm creating a loop above, just like that. And then I'm going to go up into the seed beads I just have there, into the crystal. Now I'm going to pick up 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to come through the crystal again from the other side. And then go down on these seed beads towards my little beaded earring. And we'll just make that, pull that nice and tight. And now we're gonna put the smaller little loop at the top through the earring. And just press down on this so it closes a little bit. I think, which version do you like? But I would run around and probably add an extra seed bead in there. Which version do you like better? The one with the seed bead I just added, or the little crystal in the middle I just added and made it a little bit longer, or the version before with just a large loop? Let me know in the comments which one do you like the best. And I'm gonna grab some I'm gonna go and grab some seed beads, some size 11 seed beads, because I really want to have a go like a little herringbone tree. I think that would look so good. As I was doing the St. Petersburg one last week, I was thinking this would look really good. So I need some brown. I want some brown for the bottom. And so I'm going to use, oh, that's black. Oh, black will do. What we're going to use green. And maybe the size 15 is going to have to be something. What color? Gold. I'm going to use gold. I'm going to thread my needle. Right. I'm going to go back and use D thread, so the thicker threads, because it gives a bit more of a stiffer finish to it. I'm going to thread my needle. And then we're going to get started. So with herringbone stitch, we're going to start, and we're going to sort of like do a speedy version of it. So I'm going to start with 4 seed beads. This is going to be the bottom of the tree. So I'm going to take this all the way down. I'm going to come through the first 2 again, just like that. And then I'm going to pick up another 2, come down on 1 on the other side, and then go up. Actually, probably it would have been enough. Go up the 2 on this side. Four black one would have been enough for the bottom, but never mind. And I'm gonna change to green, and I'm gonna make my way to the top. I'm not really sure how many we're gonna need. So I'm always picking up 2. I'm coming down on 1 bead on one side, and I'm going up 2 on the other side. Just like that. I'm pulling this nice and tight. So coming down, once you have got a few beads stitched together, it's easier because you got something to hold on to. But the first few stitches is always sort of like don't really know what to hold on to. So coming down on one side, we could have done, we could have done this 4D as well. Well, not 4D, 3D. I mean, in four-sided 3D. Coming down on 1, going up on 2, picking up another 2, coming down on 1, going up on 2. So I'm going to go up and maybe add a few more. I think 10. If I want, how many branches? We should have 5 branches. So we need about 12, I think, of the green ones sitting side by side. Maybe. I don't know. I'm making this up as I go along. But I was thinking about this when I was doing those earrings. And I was like, I bet this would look amazing in herringbone stitch. So, because herringbone, the same as St. Petersburg sort of stitch, adds itself to do sort of certain things. Herringbone stitch as well, and like a right angle weave and all the different stitches. Sometimes, you know, you can find one stitch is better for something than another. Kellyanne saying, I have 1 2-inch snowman and 1 3.5-inch blink acrylic tree up. I have been very sick. I will put the rest this up. Oh, bless you. We're sending you loads of hugs and kisses, and we hope that you will get better soon. Either side, the air wire that should read. What about a crystal either side of the air wire? Yeah, that would be that. We could do that as well as you going up. Going back to the earring we just made, there is loads of different variations you can do. 6 9 10. I'm gonna add a couple more, and down, and last one, and then I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna add maybe should a crystal or something at the top for the top of the tree. Maybe just add 3 seed beads. So I'm gonna, instead of 2, I'm gonna pick up 1 green, I'm gonna pick up a gold and 15 and the green, and then I'm gonna come down just like that. So kind of like going into point. So we want the first branch almost coming out of that single bead there. So I'm going to circle back. Actually, I'm going to circle back. I'm going to go up and I'm going to come out of this single one. So I want this branch on a little bit of an angle. So I'm going to pick up 1 size 15 and 2 of the greens. I'm going to go down 2 seed beads and I'm going to come up both of these, and then I'm just going to jump. I don't know if this is going to give us sort of a slope big enough, but we'll see. And I'm going to pick up 2 seed beads. This time I'm just going to go down on this single one and then come up through both of these. I'm going to go down on one side, if we can come back on the other. Is maybe we need another seed bead in between there to start to turn this a little bit more. I'm going to turn back. I'm just going to pick up one single seed bead. I'm going to come back through both of them, and I really and truly need to come out of this seed bead here, but facing sort of down. And at the moment I'm there, so I'm going to go down on one. Need to turn my thread buff around, down on one. There we go. I'm going to go up on two on the other side, and then down on one on this side. So I'm in the right position to start the next branch. I just want to come to you. I don't know what's going on with the thread, and we're going to repeat it. So I'm going to pick up one size 15 and 2 11s. I'm going to jump down to 2 seed beads and come up to both of them. Hi Rani, I hope you're good. And then I'm going to ignore the 15. I'm going to go up into the first seed bead. I'm going to pick up 2 11s, and this time, instead of having just 2, we're going to make the branch a little bit longer, going up both on this side. So again, picking up another, I don't know if it should be 3 bead or 4 bead length. I'm going to add another, I think maybe 3. Is 3 enough for the second bunch? What do you think? Yeah, I think so, because then the next one could be 4, and then it's 5, and maybe 6 at the very bottom. So I'm going to pick up one size 15. I'm going to go down all 3 of those, and then I need to turn my thread around again, because I don't really want to come out of this. So I'm going to go down 1 bead again, this side. I'm going to go up to this side. We're going to go through this middle ones quite a bit. And then we could, in the middle of the things, we could add like little baubles on the top of the tree there as well. What do we think of this? And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the next branch. And this time it's going to be 4 bead lengths. So I'm going to start with the 15, so it turns my branch a little bit. 2 seed beads. I'm going to go up to these 2. Maybe we need a bit more gap between them. And then ignore the 15, just going up through into the size 11. Picking up another 2. Coming down on the other side, just 1. And then going up through 2 on this side. There we go. Maybe we should have gone through that 15. Another 2. Coming down on 1 on this side. Going up 2 on this side. 1 more. 1, 2. coming down on one on this side, going up 2 on this side. So I got, I'm just going to pop it down and have a look. I got 3 at the top. I think it's going to look cute. Then 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to pick up my seed, coming on all of these again. I'm going to go down into one seed bead. Excuse me. Down into one seed bead, up 2 on this side, and then down 1 on this side, and I'm ready to add the next branch. I am wondering if we did this on like a tubular herringbone, we could be adding loads of little branches, and I think that would look really good as well. So, ooh, we could come out another way as well for the branches. I already got, oh, thank you. Phoenix Creations, Joe said, bless you. Phoenix Creations says, hi, Kitty, bad pain night, and I stumbled on this perfect timing. Oh, bless you. We're just making up a little tree. I'm not really sure what I'm doing, but I'm just making it up as I go along. So one size 15, 2 11s. Going up through, and this branch is going to be 5. I'm going to go through that because it didn't go through the 15 of those ones, and it's just a little bit puckering. So let's see what happens if you do go back through the 15. It sits better. So we do need to go through the 15. Coming down on 1 bead on this side, going up to 2 on this side. And it goes to the, not so much sitting out to the side, but it goes down as well. So I think that will be the trick. That's where we went wrong, not going through the 15 once we come back on ourselves. So we know that for next time. And again, there we go. And another 2. So this is going to take it up to 4. And then we're going to add 5. This might have been enough. Like if I wanted a pair of earrings, this might have been enough of a length. And I'm gonna, yeah, see, because the difference between these branches, I didn't go to the 15, so it pulled it more sort of vertical. This one, because I went back to the 15, is sitting the right way. So we definitely need to go through the 15. Right, I'm gonna go back up through all of these. So, and yeah, and then the next one would be 6 bead length, but I want to go back up the top actually and just have a try if you do go to that 15, that how is it going to sit, and then I can go ahead and make one up during the week or a couple of up, and I can show you. Oh no, actually today is the last one this year. The sort of will be on our Christmas holiday next week, although I will be in the holiday club next week. I'm really looking forward to that one. Right, so I'm just gonna come out of this one. Doesn't matter if we come from the top or we go from the bottom, because saying that, if I come from here, will it sit the same way? I don't think so. I think it needs to come out of that seed, but maybe we need to do both sides at the same time. So can you see like these seed beads are just like sort of sitting on the top, and that one is sitting nice and flash, the very last one. So if I want to go turn my thread around, I'm just going to go up through that one and come back down through this, and then I'm going to pick up 15 and 2 11s. I'm going to go up to these two. Perhaps the middle part has to be size 8 or a tiny bit larger bead, because I am struggling to get my needle through here. So we either have to work out, I'm going to pull it through with the pliers and hoping that they do not break. So I do think for here we need to, the core has to be different, because this way it's getting really tight, so we're going to have to work on that. And I'm going to come through the seed bead as well, and then actually, yeah, I'm just thinking that we could turn the direction in a different way, so we don't have to go up and down. We just go down and then we start picking up the beads as we go along. That's one. I don't know how many times I will be able to go through the core anymore. I'm going to pick up a 15. I'm going to go down both of these and then go into, if I just go into the next two, and again it's going to be hard to pull it through, or maybe this one is not too hard, the top one was definitely harder. And if I pick up 2 seed beads, then a 15, but I still need to come through them one more time. So I'm going to have to rethink this, or use larger beads for the middle. And if you use larger beads, there is no reason why we could not fold this and add more layers, so it looks like more of a 3D tree. And up this seed bead. And now I'm just going to be picking up seed beads. So we could turn the direction there as well, going down just in the single seed bead. And then coming up through the 2. Picking up another 2. Going up, going in 1. Yeah, they sit better. So if I don't go, can you see, like this is the second one as well, they're sitting kind of sort of downwards more and not so much snuggled up. But I will have a little play over Christmas, and I will be in and out. I will be in the Christmas club as well, the holiday club. I'm really looking forward to that, to seeing everybody and putting some faces to the names. It will be, I don't think I will be able to go through that one, so I'm gonna have to kind of like half abandon this and then try it with bigger beads for the core, so we can have a better finish to it. But I think it looks really good. Good evening, Ruth. When it's a random creation, no one knows when you make an oops. No, so it's a design feature. It's a design feature. When you make an oops, when you're just working out, and then you can move on and remove that design feature and put another design feature in there. But I think that's gonna look good. That would be cute to do. But perhaps the middle bit has to be, I'll have a little play with it. Maybe do it with over larger beads in the middle. Maybe even, oh yeah. I already have an idea. So instead of using size 8s, how about using size 6s? Because with size 6, one bead is kind of like the same size as 4 of these beads. So I think that would work out. So I will have a little, I will have a little play with that during Christmas. Joyce saying, I will miss the lives over Christmas. I can't do holiday club as I'm still working. Oh, bless you. Can you not sneak in, Joe? Can you not sneak in? Can you just not say like, oh, hang on a minute, between 10 and 11, or I just need to take a tea break, and then come and sneak in and see us and just have a little chat. 2 beads in the middle. Yeah, 2 beads would work as well, but the problem we run out with 2 beads that you still need to stitch into it. So I think I will have a little play with 4mm, no 4mm, size 6 beads, which are like they are 4mm, or even like pearls or something else we could add in the middle. So I will have a little play with that over Christmas. Right, I'm gonna have to go and feed my little baby doggy her dinner, and I will be back. I'm just gonna bring this one back. So we've been playing, making a little earring. I'm definitely gonna play more with this as well, because I think I need some more different color earrings as well. I'll wear these black ones. I'm gonna take it out and show you. And we did this like back in the summer or in the spring. Well, I don't know, maybe it's been a year ago, but I wear this like almost every day because I just love them so much, and they go with a lot of the black stuff that I'm wearing. So I could do with a few more for myself. So I'm gonna have a little play with that over Christmas as well. I hope everybody have a beautiful Christmas. And I'm wishing you, let me just pop this back in, and I wish you a good one, a good Christmas. Please be in touch. Oh, the replays, they're saying replies. Sorry, the Christmas tree looks more like a cactus, which is cool. Yeah, it's a Christmas cactus. We made a Christmas cactus. I love it. That's so funny. Everybody have a very good Christmas, and you know, I appreciate you so much this year, like supporting me and showing up for me, and really sort of, I don't think with all the everything else going on in the background for me, like personally, my personal life, I don't think I could have get through this year without you. So thank you so much for supporting me and coming and turning up, and you know, cheering me along in and this Tracy saying Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone. And I really hope, like, you know, everybody's dreams come true in next year, and just don't stop dreaming. Just keep on dreaming, keep on aiming, and we will get there. And we will be here. We will be creating. We will be listening all with support. We love you, Kitti. I love you all. I love you all too. And we'll be creating, we'll be coming with loads of ideas and doing loads of different bits and pieces. I really cannot wait for 2023. It's even so, I don't know where this year gone. It's really hard to say 2023 next year now. It's like almost a quarter of the century is done. But we're gonna have a good one, I think, next year. See you next year, Joe is saying. We're gonna have a good one next year, I'm sure. So everybody have a beautiful Christmas. If I don't see you, I love, please send me pictures, what you're making, what you're up to, so I can come in and show next time when I'm live. The next creation station is going to be on the 4th of January, so I'm going to take a couple of weeks off over Christmas. I'm doing the holiday club in the morning, but I'm going to have, I'm going to take a couple of weeks off from everything else. Don't tell anybody, but I'm not doing anything else. I'm only doing the holiday club. Someone stuck this year on fast forward. Absolutely. See you next year and have a great, lovely holiday. Everybody have a lovely holiday too. And I see you next year. Bye. Bye, everybody. Bye.